got quite the group today.
I know, I love it. Okay, so we're setting up today with some light weights. I've got a ball just as a prop for behind your back. I'll show you how to use this a little bit later. And I'd suggest some light weights and a set of, something that you'd want maybe for biceps. So, but light weights for your triceps. So we'll get started in a few minutes. The other thing I'll recommend for today is a pair of socks with some grippy on it. The reason for that is when we're on our wall, we'll be using the wall as a surface, but we might want to put our foot on the wall, and if you have some grip to your socks, it will help you hold on a bit. All right. We have way more fun music than they have. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. All right. I've got some bar babes joining me in studio today. So this is really fun. We've got a hybrid class. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. Yes. Get over here. Only 7 so far. 8. Okay. Oh, here comes some more. Hi, everyone. Welcome to bar class. We'll get started in about 2 minutes, but go ahead and grab some light weights. I grabbed a ball today just for some support for a low back segment we'll do. So if you have one, great. If not, you don't really need it. I'll show you where we'll use that. And then I was suggesting some socks with grip, only because we'll do some stretching on the wall. And if you don't have a bar or a chair, then you might want that. Okay, couple more minutes. Get ready. All right, I love it. The girls in studio here. You and I live. Yeah.
No, just for today, to take Stephanie's class. Okay. Who's anyone else? I wish it was.
The hardest part is getting in frame.
I miss yoga too, Sherry. It really helps you strengthen.
And us out today.
Okay.
She said,
You
yeah,
think that's something
this is
nice
where
and then
we're
us
filming this in.
Out of it, that's right, girl.
Yeah, don't put us in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Never.
You're fine. You're fine there. I just wanted to have that stuff out of the way. Okay. Looks like we are ready to start. All right. Just find yourself a nice spot on your mat. Roll your shoulders up, back and around. Oh, gee, I know my head's cut off. I'll fix that in a minute. Let me just get y'all moving. Take some nice deep breaths. Reach your fingers up to the sky. Bend your knees and press the floor away. Do that 2 more times. Big reach. Inhale. Exhale, press. 1 more time. Big inhale, reach. Think of your center line. Press down. On this last one, reach and hold your arms up in that wide V. And now bring your knee up to your elbows. So march, march. You're going to pull opposite or the same knee to the same elbow. Think about your spine being nice and straight and nice and long here. You can stand by a mirror and see a side profile. That can sometimes help. And think about maybe slowing this down. I've got some fast music on. But we want to really feel that leg press into the earth. Just getting our blood flowing, getting some oxygen going. Start your breathing. Keep marching. Think of your longest, straightest arms as you pull up. Single arm, single knee. Four more. I think I already have to turn the heat off. No. Getting warm. Last one, each side. Plant your feet. Inhale, reach up, breathe. Take your hands to prayer and stand on your right foot as you step your left foot back to a crescent lunge. Hold here, release your hands up to the sky. Reach up, lean back just slightly. Take your hands down to your heart and slide your hands back. We're coming into airplane, so you're gonna stand on that front foot and balance here. Think of sending the crown of your head to the front of the room, your toe to the back wall. Squeeze your seat, lengthen your arms. And then plant your feet back center. Take a big breath in and we'll do the other side. Big breath in, hands to prayer, to your heart center. Step on your left foot, step your right foot back. Find your crescent lunge. Squeeze your seat on the right and send your hands up. All right, sweep your hands down. We're gonna find that airplane, so stand on that front foot. Just find some balance here. Yes, lengthen. All right, bring your foot back down. Take a big breath in and swan dive all the way down. Plant your hands and come to all fours. First, spread your fingertips wide. Push your thumbs and all pads into the ground. Wrist directly under your shoulders, maybe slightly forward. And then slide your left leg back, squeeze your seat, and do the same thing on the right. Slide that right leg back, squeeze your seat. Yes. Now on your inhale, lengthen your body. Crown of your head to the heels. Your elbows face your toes, and there's a slight bend there. See if you can widen your collarbone. Shift your heart forward. Option here is to be on your knees with your heels into your seat. Otherwise, your straight arms, straight legs. Squeeze your seat and spiral your thigh bones up to the ceiling. Lift your rib cage and slide your head up. Yes. Now we'll add some movement. Point through the right toes and just drop that right leg right on top of your left foot. Yes. Just hold here, lengthening back. Now slide those right toes and bring that into a mud slide. All the way back. Point the left toes. Bring the left knee to the left elbow, all the way back. Right leg, nice and slow. The main priority here is the stability of our hips as we take these alternating mud slides. We'll speed them up in a few, but take 8 more, nice and slow. Elbow to knee. Okay. Yes, beautiful. If you're on your knee, take that time to just work on some spinal balance. That would be your modification here. If you're in your straight arm, straight leg plank, stop the mud slides and just do a 10-second hold here. Think of your foundation. Think of your back body pressing up to the ceiling. Hug the front body up and in. Zip it together. You're halfway there. You just have 5 more counts. And then step your right leg up by your right hand. Think of a lizard lunge. Just enjoy that for a moment. A nice stretch. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So step the right leg back and the left leg forward this time. Your toes are slightly turned out. Now we're going to bring the right leg up to meet the left. So putting yourself into a turned out squat. Start low, like in a goddess pose. Take your fingertips to the ground. Lift your hips up and let your head hang. So a root rebound. We're going to go from the turned out squat. Now come back to your squat. And now forward fold. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, sink that down. And inhale, forward fold. This is primarily to warm up the backs of those hamstrings. We warmed up a little bit. Now we're going to lengthen there. Just 2 more. And on this last one, stay low and plant your hands down again. We're gonna come into our forearm plank. So you can start in a nice straight leg, straight arm plank, walk yourself down, or start on your knees and plant your elbows right under your shoulders, spread your fingertips wide, hug your thumbs toward one another. When you feel like you've got your foundation, then come on up, hold that low plank. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hug the energy of the elbows back towards your hips and lift your head. Lift your rib cage. Squeeze your seat. Now start to shift yourself forward and back, just slowly. Now we can do that, point through the toe and cross your ankle over the other. So if that feels good to you, just to add that oblique, now start to saw your body front and back. This really works those little muscles that support the rib cage. You don't have to do this single leg, but if you are, go ahead and come back center and switch. So now I'm going to point my other foot, cross it on top of my stabilizing leg, and shift forward and back. If you're on your knees, just press the floor away like crazy. Hug your heels in tight to your seat and lift your bottom rib up. Zip your navel together. This can be just as much work. Hold it tight here. Your hip points pull together. Feel like there are weights on your inner ankles. Just 10 more counts. You've got this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Now knees come down, heels into your seat, and press yourself up. We're going to take some narrow chaturanga push-ups. So again, elbows facing back towards your knees, and just take a bend and bend, straight and straight. Nice and slow. You're a plank in motion, so keep the rib cage and navel hugging up and in. 2 count down and down, up and up. If you're feeling super strong, come to your feet for these last few. Shift forward. Don't forget to breathe. Last one, hold it halfway down and pulse. Go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on the down. Big inhale in. Exhale, push back into child's pose. Take just a moment here to catch your breath, to really ground your spine, feel some length here. Think of hugging your navel up and in, pressing the carpet away, and then sinking your tailbone deeper over your heels. One more deep breath here. On your exhale, slowly roll up and just come to a seated position here. All right, zip your legs together. Sit up nice and tall. We're gonna start our first set of abdominal work, which is high C curve. Hold your legs together and start to just tip your hips under. So holding onto the tops of your legs, you can just kind of recline back. Feel yourself come off your tailbone and onto the sacrum there. Press your feet down and take your hands to the backs of your thighs. This will be your reset position when you need to come back and take a break. Squeeze your knees together, tip your hips down again, shift your ribs back, lift your chin, and then tip your hips and just curl your ribs over those flattened abdominals. This is just our setup. And we're still warming up. So think about just all of the muscles in your side body here, helping you to get your spine a little rounder, a long curve in the back of your spine, and a shortening of the hip to the bottom rib. Tip and curl. Now, tip down. Think of bringing your pelvis into that tipped position. Hold it there by pressing your navel down and press into each foot. When you're ready, Release just your right arm. Hug the arm back into your shoulder girdle. And then take your elbow into your ribs and punch across. It's elbow to ribs, punch across. Yes. Now keep this slow so you can notice if your knees are shifting around. If so, that means there's some movement in the pelvis, so we want to try to stabilize that. Think of just your ribs shifting over, and think of snapping that opposite hip down as your fist goes across. Challenging small movements. Last two. On this last one, we're going to hold it on the over. Cross your wrist over each other and just start to tip and curl, pulsing over to that left side. It's reach, reach. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back center. Take it from the obliques back to just all of the muscles of your abdominal wall. Tip down, curl up. Use your biceps, but roll your shoulders down your back. Get a nice long spine. Re-tip your hips, round and curl. I like to close my eyes and think, where can I go deeper? How can I hold on to this? It's less about the movement. We just layer on the movement to add weight. But first, find that deep position. When you're ready, release your left arm. Hug the shoulder back and take the elbow into the ribs, punch across. Elbow to ribs, punch. Elbow, punch. Yes. Okay, you ladies are looking good. Just 4 more. Then you know the fun part. That oblique wringing out the waist, twisting there. Last one. Hold it over, cross the wrist, and take the palms together. Pulse. Go ahead and tip and curl. Tip and curl. As you reach. Go 3. Go 2. Go 1. Hold back on. Tip down deeper. Now, once you find that hold, you can even sit up again. Take your hands to your knees, straighten out your arms, and tip your hips under. It's a scooping, and your waist absorbs like a big bowling ball there. Now, take your hands to the back of your knees, tip down one more time. Take your hands to prayer, and flex your feet as you slide your feet out. Just tip your hips, tip and hold. Tip and hold. Now take your elbows in here. If you can, reach up and around. Pull back down and hold. Reach up and around. Pull back down and hold. Point your toes, straighten your legs. Hold on to this. This doubles as your hold. Reach around, think of the back, the shoulder blades, all those muscles supporting your rib cage. Yes, you just have 3 more. Last one, up and around. Last one, hold it on the down. Just hold it here. 5 counts. 4, 3, come down deeper. 2 and 1. Bend your knees, cross your legs, and find your downward facing dog. Hang out here for just a moment as you pedal your right foot and your left foot. Walk your dog. Move your hips around. And then try to press both heels down. Think of giving your wrist a break here.
So effortless. I know, right?
Oh, y'all are sweet. Woo.
We all want to be Stephanie.
This is my favorite. You can lift up onto the balls of your feet, take a big inhale. Exhale, press your heels down and start to walk your hands in. Locate your tricep weights and come on up with your tricep weights in hand. We're going to start in a hinged position. So think about that. Nice bend in your knees. Pick up your waist, pick up your ribs, and start by just lengthening your arms behind you. Go ahead and send your palms down to the ground, facing the ground. start with just the right arm. Reach it out and pull it back. Then the left arm, reach it out, pull it back. Make sure your weights are not too heavy here. You really want to have some good shoulder mobility. Make sure there are no crunchies. If you're feeling crunchies, lower your arm or lower your weight. Okay, on this next one, hold it to the back. Re-lengthen your arms. Lift your head and your ribs. And now just reach your knuckles back to the baseboard and lift, 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 lift. 6 more. 3, 2. Hold it on the up. Now we're going to slide both arms out and out. Pull it back in and squeeze. It's out and out. Reach in and squeeze. I notice anytime I'm feeling tension in my shoulders or neck, it's because I'm dropping my head. Try to keep your spine in a nice straight line, neutral spine. Hold it on the back. Flip your palms to face each other and bend, reach, bend, reach, bend, reach those arms. My playlist is on shuffle. Please forgive me. I'm going to turn that off. All right, bend, reach. Get those arms longer, straighter. Now bend, reach the right arm, hold it. Bend, reach the left arm, hold it. And now little lifts. See if you can sink your seat lower. Feel all 4 corners of your feet. And look to make sure your knees are tracking right over the middle of your foot. Now think of the triceps lifting towards the ceiling like there's a string on them. Good news, you only have 6 more counts. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, and a brief hold it on the top. Get your right arm straighter, left arm straighter. Hold it here. Sink down lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Turn your palms down and stand up. Start your bicep curls down and reach. Whew. Keep that foot foundation. Feel the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound. Reach back to your heel and feel that triangle of support. Now lift up through the inner arches and actively hug your shins in and press your thighs out. Yeah. Feel the outer edge of your leg. Activate there. That allows you to squeeze the seat, hug the navel in, grow a little taller. Keep the bicep curls going. And keep breathing. We're going to change this up by bringing a rotation through the shoulder. Like that same movement we'd get from a hammer curl. You can take the hammer on that outside. All right, if you're feeling great with your foundation and you need a little more, you can always flamingo one of your legs. Anytime we work on balance, it's so great. All those supporting muscles. We're going to switch to the other leg in 4, 2, hold it down. Keep the arms going. Just pop your other leg up. You can start to float your elbows off of the rib cage just slightly. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Hold the arms halfway. Straighten out your arms and bring them into a T. Now lengthen through your spine. Press the knuckles away and slide your arms in and in. Bring them out and out, and now down, down, and down. Up for 2, in for 2. Now, as you're doing this, feel your shoulder blades stabilize on your back. Try not to round your shoulders as you bring your hands together. Let your arm muscles do the work to bring the weights to touch. Think of your back body on the open And I don't know about you, but with these long lever arms, I am using my obliques to stabilize and lift through the abdominals. Four more. Last one. All right, hold it on the out. Bring your elbows into your rib cage and take that turned out position with your feet. So your heels are under your hips, turn out those feet and come down into a squat. Squat, up, down. Let your weights come out to the side. Think of a rotation through the shoulder and just a little push back, back. So if I turn into profile, I'm making sure I still have a nice neutral spine. Now flip the palms and then send them up, 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 up. Seat hinges back, weights lift up. Down, up, just 10 more. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here, bring those weights back again and sink down lower. Lift your heart. 5, 4, 3, 2, drop one of your weights, keep the other one in your hand, and come along your surface. In your case, ladies, it'll be the bar, just face out the windows here, and come to where you're zipping your feet together, parallel, hold onto your surface, and bring your weight along with you. Go ahead and bring it up into 90 degrees, hug it back, and come up onto the balls of your feet. You can start with some calf raises. Your legs are zipped together, just to establish the height of your heels, feel the balance across the toe mounds. On this next one, we're gonna hold it on the up. Highest heels, find your balance, spread your toes wide, and then sink your seat down. We're gonna sink the seat down as we do a little punch up with the arm. Punch, punch. Think of your back body just sliding down a wall. Get that shoulder back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it on the up. We're going to open the arm as we sink down and come back in and in. Down and down. Up for 2. Down for 2. Okay, hold the arm in front of you. Now we're going to bring the elbow into the rib cage and then sink down as we push the arm up. There we go. Up and up. I want that shoulder work, but I'd like it like this. Up and up. Just 2 more. Try to keep the height of your heels as you sink your seat. Now hold it halfway. Hold the arm here. Now we're going to tip the hips and then pull the arm in. Tip. Open, release, tip, closed. Open, release, tip, and close. Woo. Feel the inner thighs squeezing together. The hips are tipping and curling, just like we did on those abdominal exercises. Tip, release. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Stand on up, give a little shake, and spin around to your other side. Take the weight in your right hand or the other hand to your surface. Come on up to the balls of your feet, and start by sinking your tailbone over your heels. Lift your heels a little bit higher, and now just pulse down as your weight punches up. See if you can lift your heart. Stand straighter up. Yeah, perfect. Great adjustment there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we'll take this to full range as we pull that weight down and sink down, lift the weight up, down and down, up and up. This is thigh work, so try to feel this in your thighs. 4. Last 2. Last one, hold it halfway. Now we open the weight out and close the way in. Tip the hips. Open, release, tip and close. Open, release, tip and close. Open, close. So you let your body release the tip, then hug the tip with the elbow coming in. Let's speed it up for these last 8. Go tempo. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Go ahead and come over here, drop the weight, and we're going to come right into a lunge. So just find your runner's lunge. Standing runner's lunge. Come down deep, squeeze the seat. Again, we're working on balance. We're going to rise these hands up to the ceiling. Take a slight back bend. And then let your knee and hands come down. Take this left hand down and give yourself a rotation stretch here. You can straighten the back leg if you'd like. Now drop the knee. Take this top hand, reach around and grab your foot. Let's get a nice quadricep stretch here. I'm sorry about that. My daughter just had an interview and she's calling me. Oh, I know. Oh, that feels good to stretch the quadricep. It's important to stretch those muscles when they're all nice and warm. Okay, release that. Slide your heel forward and send your seat back. Try to get this front leg nice and straight. You can flex and point the foot. Try to hold the point. Feel a nice stretch across the front of the leg. Now lift up out of your hips and slowly walk yourself forward. Think of this as active stretching. We want to keep active here. You're welcome to press your front foot into the floor and slide your back foot out. Give yourself a little split stretch here. 2 full breaths. All right, pull back on that leg. Reach it out to the side and then walk yourself up and take that outside arm up and reach over. Give yourself an inner thigh stretch right here and a side body stretch. All right, come on forward. Step the other leg through and find your runner's lunge. Again, great to try to balance. Challenge yourself to come on up. Reach those arms up. Hinge back, look up, squeeze the back seat. And then we're going to take this right arm down to windmill. You can do it like this, or start here with your hand on your knee. Look up, just get a nice rotation here. And come on down. Bring that back knee down and see if you can kick your heel into your seat and reach around and pull that heel a little closer. Woo. You can play around with a flexed foot or pointed foot here. You'll feel it. Just trying to get a nice quadricep release. All right. Take that back. Slide your front heel forward. Flex your foot and send your hips back over that bent knee here. See if you can reach the crown of your head forward. Find a little more length in your spine. Point and flex your foot. Oh. And now hold the point. Start to lift up and out of your hips and fold forward. Yeah. Get some more length in there. Active stretching. pick up this party a little bit because we've got more seat work coming. But I want you to enjoy your stretch. This is where you're going to get those long, lean muscles that we work toward in bar. Want to work on our posture, lengthening. Okay. Swing your leg halfway to the side. Walk yourself up. Reach the opposite arm up and come on over for a side stretch into that straight leg. Ooh. Okay, come back center. Now let's lie down on the floor. We've got some flat back work on the floor. So we're going to start by lying down with our knees bent and wiggling our spine nice and long. Hold your hands to the ground and your shoulder blades to the ground. Think about all of those muscles in your back pressing into the ground, and then bring your right leg to tabletop, to rooftop. Go ahead and bring the left leg up as well. Both legs come up. And then keep them hip distance. Press your hands down. And start by just opening and closing the legs. Think about opening them out, zipping them in. Open, out, zip in, open, close. Right now you're pressing the floor down. Open, close. Yes. So think of your hips here. Think of the between your hips pulling down and staying flat. Now hold your legs hip distance. Slide your right arm up to the ceiling and take your legs out and out as your right arm pulls away. Pull your hips in as your right hand comes back in. So it's press out straight, come back in. It doesn't have to be straight. You're just adding weight to those flattened abdominals by sending the arm and leg in opposition. Keep breathing. We have 2 more on this side, then we're going to switch the arms. All right, hold it here. Bring that left arm up to meet it. And you can place your other arm down for stability. Now keep it going. Legs and the hand away from each other. Feel the obliques as you reach those fingertips back. Your palm is soft, but there's a lot of energy in your fingertips. Same with your toes. Active reaching away from the body. All right, both arms come up, and then take your arms out wide. Go ahead and turn your palms down, press the floor away, and your arms are in a T, and you're just gonna straighten the legs out. Find your challenge point. Take a deep breath in and see if you can float the toes further away. Think of pressing through the balls of your foot, getting your legs nice and straight, and then bring your legs in. Place them down on the floor, and slide your hands up your back. We are going to come into a round back on the floor. I actually meant to do this right after that stretch. So start by just reclining on your forearms and tipping your hips under. So now our back is rounded. And we're going to start by straightening out just the right leg. Bring the left leg into a bent knee. Your knees are pressed together. And you're going to start by pressing the floor away, lifting your shoulders away from your ears, and then just tip your hips in. Yeah. Feel those lower abdominals flattening down to the earth, straightening that one leg, the second leg is bent. Now hold that deep contraction with your tip. Don't let go of that, and take the whole party down and down and pull it back up. Ooh, yes, away. Don't forget to breathe and let your abdominal wall flatten as your legs go away from you. Now hold it on the up. Switch your legs. Straighten the left, bend the right, or whichever you have. Go ahead and tip your hips in. Think about getting your heart a little closer to your knees, to your thighs. Yeah, lifting up and out. Now hold that deep contraction on the tip. Take the whole body down and down, and up and up, squeeze. Down and down, reach. Okay. Down and down, reach. Hold it here. Now both legs go straight up. See if you can just bend and reach both legs. Get your heart closer to your knees. Yes, press into your forearms. Lift your heart. It's bend, squeeze, reach. My legs are shaking. That means changes are being made. Embrace that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point your toes and start to crisscross your legs. This isn't where we finished. Just crisscross up and down. Keep it going. 5 more. Take it 4 counts down, 4 counts up, walking those legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it on the up. Bend your knees. Hug your knees into your chest. And go ahead and slide your hands up to the sides of your feet. Find a happy baby for just a moment before we transition into some seat work. Ooh. All right, now take your hands behind your legs, rock and roll yourself forward, and come on into lying down on your mat. We're going to do some seat work lying down. First, just start by reaching your arms long, reach your legs long, and slide your hands back into goalpost. Press the floor away as you lift your heart forward. Start by just floating just the right leg off the carpet. Little squeeze of the seat and a lift of that right straight leg. So press your right toes, your left toes rather, deep into the carpet. All toenails pressing down, and then that right leg is lifting. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now think about, this is seat work. So we want to just make a fist with that right seat. Keep squeezing as the leg lifts. Lift. We're going to add on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your straightest right leg. Now tap your right toes out to the side and rainbow back in toward the middle. So tap out to the side, rainbow back in. So you're taking your long lever leg, squeezing through the right seat, base of the seat, side of the seat, as you make a big frowny face. No, make that a rainbow. Make a big, beautiful rainbow. High lifted seats. Just 4 more. Think of that supporting leg. Make it active. Have it press down and squeeze your seat into the midline. Ooh, hold it center. Now press those toenails down of the right foot that you just worked. Straighten out your other leg and float it off the carpet. Let's lift, lift, lift. Wow, look at that. We're already on the other leg. But use that tired leg to press down. Give yourself a little opposition. You're pressing down so actively that your kneecap is lifting off the ground. And you can feel your quadricep working tight, squeezing. Ooh. This should not be giving you any feedback in your low back. Keep it in your seat by pressing your hips down, pressing your hands down, and lengthening your heart forward. This is also good for all those spinal extensor muscles in your back. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it on the up. Straighten your left leg. Press your right toes down, and rainbow time. take it out to the side, feel the side seat activate, and right back in. Out. 6 more. Nice big rainbow. Feel the base of the seat, the side of the seat. Feel how still your spine is in this nice stretch. Last 2. Last one, hold it in the middle. Send your knees out as your heels click together. So now you're like in a frog-like position here. You can reset with your head and neck anytime. You can make fists and place your forehead on your fist. But keep these legs active. We're going to kick our heels into our seats and stamp the feet up. It's kick in, hold, stamp up, hold. Kick in, hold, stamp up, hold. So in and up, in and up. Now try to take the momentum or the jerkiness out of this by just making it smaller. In, hold, up, hold, in, hold, up, hold. So there's no drop, so there's no real kick up. Does that make some sense there? Hopefully, just an in hold, up hold, hamstring curl, press it up, hamstring curl, press it up. 4 more. Go 3. In hold, up hold, in hold that there, and knees flare out an inch. In, open, close, just the knees, open, close, faster, tempo. Woo, the side of the seat should be burning. You're pressing the heels together so tight. This reminds me of when we're in our thigh work. So we get a little extra thigh work with our seat work today. Squeeze out and in, just 10 more. You've got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen out the legs, lengthen out the arms. Take your gaze down and just start to swim. Oh, we're going to swim this out. Just 15 seconds here. Let the arms and legs just go. Torso is stable and still on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide the hands back for our final hold. Hands by the hips. Take the toes down to the carpet. Establish the height of your chest. And then just float your feet off the carpet. Float your hands off the carpet. Hold here. Squeeze everything. Seat holds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Melt everything into the ground. Take your cheek to the carpet. Take a big inhale in. Exhale. Cleansing breath. Same thing on the other side, but this time, bend your feet into windshield wiper. And just let your feet go side to side here. Side to side. Release the low back. And feel the quadriceps rolling out on the carpet. Feels really good too. Okay, almost finished. Go ahead and sink yourself back into child's pose again to really release your low back. This time, walk your elbows forward and bring your hands to your shoulder blades. Get a nice tricep release here. Okay, slowly roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, really feel that. You can come to an Indian style position, or sometimes I like to just curl my toes under and try to just have a seat on my heels. Just stretch out my feet. So let's take a nice inhale, reach up. Exhale, let your body twist to one side and just hold it there for the exhale. Take your gaze back around, over your shoulder. Reach up on this next inhale. And exhale over to the other side. Get a nice spinal rotation. Stack your spine. If you've been sitting on your feet, come forward and just release them and tap them out. That feels good. And that is our 45 plus minutes. So you're welcome to continue stretching. If you want more seat work, I love back dancing, bridge pose, any of that. So continue or get outside, enjoy the sunshine. Thanks for joining me. I hope you walk a little taller today.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
I'll show my group here. Whee!
Hi.
Thank you.
Just take Adam's.